brilliant, clever, sharp. These are words other podcasts use to describe themselves, not us. This is Fairly Harmless. Take a break from being smart. With musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns. East Coast Funk. Please enjoy Andrew and James.
Welcome to Fairly Harmless. I'm Andrew.
I'm James.
And I'm Billy.
And I'm Fast Eddy.
All right, boys.
So for people out there in listener land, James pulled up, he typed in Bill Paxton Independence Day, and it pulled up Bill Pullman.
AI.
So I was thinking, good segue, Randy Quaid is in one of the movies on my list. Kingpin.
Yes.
See, now, I've seen
There
was
that.
a lot of movies
It's
we had
been
to watch, Billy, and
It's
we
been a
didn't
million
make
years.
It didn't make it for me.
I tried to watch it yesterday with my wife. We ended up watching Foxcatcher instead.
Okay.
I was like, hey, I got to get ready for tomorrow. We're watching a sports movie.
I looked
Yeah.
up Foxcatcher on the Wikipedia. It looked kind of
It's
depressing.
very depressing. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were like 15 minutes into it. I was like, ooh. I mean, it was nominated for all sorts of
Good thing the children
Academy
are
Awards.
Good 4th
and-
of
too
July
young to follow
movie.
this.
but it was like dark, and then it got
Right.
darker. I wanted to watch Kingpin though, which
Right.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's got Woody
It's,
Harrelson in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So a much more uplifting story. So it's Woody Harrelson, who's Roy Munson, and
He's the bowler, right?
he's the bowler.
Yeah.
And he's like, in his early 20s or whatever. And so Bill Murray is the older bowler who's like, he's going around with Bill Murray, and they're hustling people in bowling alleys, bowling joints.
Nice.
They find out that he's hustling them. They take his hand and they stick it down the
Ball return.
ball return.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
did you do this to Bill Murray or Bill?
No, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
So then basically he's left with like a hook for a hand. So then whatever, like 20 years passes and he loses all his hair. He's got this wicked comb over. He runs into Randy Quaid somehow, who is this Amish character, who's like this phenom. He's like this bowling phenom, at least so he thinks. And basically the plot then becomes he's going to coach Randy Quaid, and they're going to win all the tournaments. And then Bill Murray, of course, is still there throughout this whole time. Plays Ernie McCracken, one of the best Bill Murray characters.
Yeah, Kingpin I've seen, but it's been a million years.
I haven't seen it from start to finish, I don't think.
Shall we talk about the movies that we watched in preparation?
Sure. We watched Moneyball.
Oh,
Did you like Moneyball?
one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
cool.
huge Oakland A's fan
Oh,
Really?
we
And
did
it-
not know that.
and a big Billy Bean fan.
Okay.
No.
I actually met him one time at spring training.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
all right. So being an A's fan growing up, they were, so I moved to the San Francisco Bay Area when I was 7.
Okay.
This is 1988,
Okay.
the year they won the World Series.
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, they won the following year, but they went to the World Series in 88, 89, and 90. They won in 89. And then over the next like 20, 30 years, being an A's fan is like, I mean, it's a badge
Right.
of honor at this point, because
Right.
basically they get really, really good, and then it's time to pay the players, and then they ship
Yeah.
them all out. They get a bunch of prospects. 5 years later, they get really, really good, and then it's time to pay them. They ship them out.
Who
Then
were,
they it's like this vicious cycle.
Who were the best players on the World Series team?
Mark Maguire,
No shit, Maguire.
Bash Brothers.
Jose Canseco,
Right.
Ricky Henderson was part of those
Ricky
teams.
Henderson.
Dave Henderson, Carney Lansford,
Didn't you
Walt
have-
Weiss,
Didn't Dennis Eckersley pitch for you
Dennis
guys?
Eckersley.
Was he on that team?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had one season where
He was the stuff.
he threw like, it was like 4 balls all season or something crazy like that. It was like not even like, he didn't like walk 4 batters. He like threw like, he was
Yeah.
pretty good. He was good.
Yeah.
Good. Dave Stewart, Bob Welsh.
Right, Dave Stewart.
were loaded.
Outfielder or
Dave Stewart was a pitcher. Dave
Pitcher.
Henderson was the outfielder.
okay.
Yeah, Dave, and then they had another Dave.
This is
Dave,
pretty good for. I mean, I
This
didn't.
is
Parker.
great.
I
This
grew
is
up in
where,
the
you know, you
Deep
go.
South. I never knew any. I mean, I barely knew any American League teams. So
Yeah,
yeah.
they were good. Yeah.
Who are that? There are not that many teams, but there are a few teams that have never won a World Series.
The Brewers is one of them, right?
Brewers
I think
have
they
not
are.
won a World Series. Yeah, that Molitor, Robin Yount.
This ought to be something we can find on the internet.
If only there was a way.
If only if there was a way.
But I can see that
The
guy.
Mariners. Wow,
Yep,
the Padres.
the Mariners.
Oh, Padre.
Was it Tony Gwynn was the big Padre?
He's my favorite player of all time. Yeah.
Right.
Tony Gwynn
Tony Gwynn.
got
Yeah.
to
He
see
played
him
forever.
Got to see
Right?
him
Long
Yeah.
time?
bat
Like
play in
18 years? or
and-
San
something?
Francisco.
And has like some of the most incredible stats ever.
It's insane.
Like, there's one stat where I think he has less strikeouts in his entire career than Aaron Judge had in one season, something like that.
Yeah,
Right.
he was
crazy.
amazing. Got to see him play live.
He
one
struck
time.
out one year. He struck out like less than 10 times. or
It was
something like that.
crazy.
And had like 600 plate appearances.
Yep.
Tony Gwynn faced Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, Pedro Martinez, and John Smoltz, a total of 323 times.
Wow.
He only struck out 3 of those times.
That's crazy.
Those
Those are all Hall of Fame pitchers. Here's
Yeah.
his thing.
He was-
Tony Gwynn struck out 434 times in his 20-year MLB career, which is an average of just 21.7 strikeouts per year.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
how many?
21.7 per year on average. It was his average. Guys do that in a week nowadays.
Tony Gwynn had more 4-hit games than he ever did 2 strikeout games.
Ow.
Like,
I'm learning all sorts of facts. Didn't get a lot of baseball in my youth. But I picked up more football as time has gone on. I think
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite sport next to golf. Watched a lot of
Okay.
got a lot of golf under my belt.
okay. Yeah. Football is just amazing. I mean, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
The competitive balance is so just even. I feel like every team always has, maybe not every team, maybe not the Jets, but
Right.
the Jets.
and I'm a Raider fan. right?
Definitely
Not the Jets.
Yeah.
You're a Raider fan.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Well,
with
he's
you?
an Oakland dude.
He's from
Remember?
California. I
From the
mean,
Bay
I
Area.
had to say, I don't like the Raiders. Haven't
Yeah.
liked for years.
I hear
You
you.
grew up in the heyday of the Raiders.
Didn't they do a lot of recruiting at the prisons? I feel like
Al
with,
Davis had a
Well, yeah.
direct line
drug
to the,
users.
So like
to the California penal system.
Exactly.
The Oakland A's, right? They trade all their good players. They always end up in the World Series.
Right.
The Raiders players all end up doing like 25 to life.
Right. Yeah. In high school, I played high school football for
Explains a lot.
1 year,
that was too long.
and because in my junior year, the what do you call it? The guy, the
Coach?
not the coach. No.
Waterboy?
No.
Cheerleader?
No, I wish I wanted. The counselor said we were looking at your transcripts. It appears that you have done nothing in your entire time here at this. You should, if you want to get into schools, which if it turns out you can then flunk out of almost immediately, you should have some sort of extracurricular activities. And so I joined everything, including the football team, in my senior year.
Did they put you in the games?
I did. I never started. I was on the kickoff return team, and I think my biggest claim to fame was they had to call back a clear touchdown because I committed,
You blocked him in the back?
blocked in the back.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hey,
Classic. Yeah.
Yep.
that's all right.
So
The
there
old block
video-
in the back.
Is there video of that?
no, heavens. Well, I doubt it.
Yeah. If I ever invent a time machine, I know there's a lot of things we can go back and fix, but that's something
wanna
I'd want
go
to go
back and
get
see
some
that.
video of that.
Yeah. We were watching, Foxcatcher last night, and I was thinking back to high school.
Yeah.
So I played baseball, basketball, water polo. And
You didn't go pro
horses.
with that water polo
I,
thing?
that was my ticket, man. That was my ticket. It just, never took off. But, I always thought I was pretty cool,
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And so there was these kids in my class, and I, unfortunately would label them as nerdy or did not realize these guys were on the wrestling team. Or maybe I did know. I don't know. And all I do remember, though, is that part of PE where they're like, oh, we're going to try out this sport for the day or the
Yep.
week or whatever. And it was wrestling.
Yep.
Right.
And I get paired up with this kid. I was like, I'm gonna freaking manhandle this guy.
yeah.
And,
Right.
and I line up. He had me flipped over on my back in like T-minus like less than 1 second.
Yep.
Right.
It was like, okay, maybe this guy's not a nerd after
Right.
all, right?
Right.
And then my other memory is so wrestling and basketball were during the same season.
Yep.
Right.
And so, obviously both are in a gym. And so we'd be playing basketball and the wrestling team would just be like running, like in sweats and like running
Right.
and running and running.
Yep.
And come to realize over time that like the wrestlers are like the true athletes.
They really
the
were.
strongest, most fit, most like just
And
badasses.
They are.
insane nut jobs.
Yeah. There's a scene in the movie Foxcatcher where he's trying to cut 12 pounds in 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And you're like, well, that's impossible. And
Right.
then they
Wow.
just like cut to him like on the scale and they're all celebrating. Like, wait, did that really happen? Like, is that physically possible?
I wouldn't think it'd be for those guys.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess you.
Shit, I couldn't cut 12 pounds in 90 days.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, not for. I had a good buddy who quit the job that he was training me to do so that he could become a fireman, and he said a gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So if you can,
Did you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Hey, another sports movie.
See?
Jerry Maguire. That was on the
We watched Jerry Maguire the other day.
I had
Solid
never
flick.
seen that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a big blockbuster.
It was. It was really
1997, I
good.
wanna say.
Show me the money came from that movie, right?
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
And you had me at hello.
You had me at hello.
And
You complete me.
you
Yeah,
complete me.
You complete
James.
me. Yeah. Yep.
No, it was really
Who's
good.
coming with me?
Right, who's
Who's
coming
coming
with
with
me? And my ambassador Quan. You're my ambassador Quan. Yeah.
Right. Bob Sugar.
Bob
Bob
Sugar.
Sugar.
That was his
Yes.
breakout role.
Yeah, I
Jay
assume.
Moore was Bob
Has he
Sugar.
really
Yeah.
done anything since?
He was on SNL a little bit. He
Yeah.
had a couple of small bit parts, but
Yeah.
nothing
He
huge.
did a really good job in that. He
He
was,
was
a
a real douche.
complete tool.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he
Yeah.
really played that well.
Very, yeah.
He could have really done
Yes.
something with his career being a dick.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
he didn't go over the top, you know.
No,
It was
he played it well.
yeah.
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 Okay. How about Major League?
So we watched Major League a couple weeks
Yep.
ago.
Yeah.
That's what started this all kind of going, you know.
Which I had you not seen?
I
it
had
before?
not seen
Yeah.
before.
I had
And
seen it and loved it.
Oh,
One of
think-
my top
favorites.
five. Yeah.
I think Eddie loves it
Oh
too.
my gosh.
Right.
Yep.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, that was great.
A uke.
Pedro Serrano, spring training,
Right.
and he just
Right.
walks over to Roger Dorn's golf bag, and he's like, just looking at the head covers, and he's like,
Right.
hat for bat,
That's
Right.
for
keep,
bats.
keep that warm.
That's right.
And then he just looks at him and he's, gracias.
Right. And what does Dorn say to him? Something like,
goes-
"Hey,
He goes, whoa,
partner."
amigo,
Amigo.
you can't just. And then he like rips the bag around like he's gonna hide it
keep
from
it.
him. And then my favorite is at the end of the movie. So I've seen the movie so many times,
Right.
and I saw, growing up, I was, I don't know, like 8 or 9 when it came out, so I couldn't watch our movies. I would, here or there be able to watch an R movie,
Yeah.
but definitely if it was ever on TV,
When you went over-
I would record it.
When you went over to that friend's house whose parents didn't give a shit.
Right.
We're
yeah.
watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I had it recorded when it was on, cable TV. And one of the it's not like a super funny line from the movie, but it's the bottom of the ninth, and he needs to strike this guy out, and Roger Dorn, who's the third baseman, who
Yep.
so Charlie Sheen is pitching, Rick Vaughn,
Very attractive wife.
and Rick Vaughn had slept with Roger Dorn's wife,
Right.
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 and so Roger walks over to him, and everyone's like, "Oh no, oh no!"
Here it comes.
And all he says is, "I got one thing to say to you: strike this motherfucker out."
Yep.
But in the TV clip, they can't say
Right.
motherfucker. So instead of finding another 4-syllable word, they replace it with guy. And so he goes, "I got one thing to say to you, Vaughn: strike this guy out."
Right.
oh man.
And his lips are moving the whole time. So it's just like, guy out. So back to Moneyball. I wanted to touch
Yeah,
on
sure,
something
sure.
about that movie. What's funny is the whole premise is about the concept of Moneyball and how they rethought the game and they looked at statistics, certain statistics that normal people in the know weren't looking at, right? But what's funny is like the whole movie was about obviously Brad Pitt playing Billy Bean, and then Jonah Hill's character, who I'd never heard of before. I still don't even know his name.
We were trying to work. Was that a real character?
He was.
I think they changed
but
his
he
name.
changed his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. You looked that up.
I looked that up. Yeah.
But so Scott Hatterberg was like one of the key characters in the movie, right?
Right.
And but what's funny about that team was they had Eric Chavez was the third baseman who won like 8 Gold Gloves, was a perennial all-star.
Right.
Their their shortstop was Miguel Tejada, who won an MVP.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best players in baseball. They don't even mention him in the movie. And then they had 3 pitchers, Tim Hudson, Mark Mulder, and Barry Zito, who were like all Cy Young candidate. I think a couple of them won Cy Young. I mean, they were like elite pitching staff.
Yep.
And the whole movie was about how they like basically got some out of shape, out of position players.
Cinderella story.
Yeah, it was like
from out of nowhere.
They actually had some like really good players on that team.
Right.
But the movie does not touch on that one bit. It's all about, counting the balls and strikes, and like David Justice as a 40-year-old.
I stopped paying attention to professional basketball because it seemed, I mean, after the era of, say, Jordan, it just seemed like a lot of bullshit showboating. I mean, do teams play as teams anymore, or is it all built around marquee? I mean, it just seems...
Part of the decline of the NBA has been the load management. So players are just taking games off here or there. They're not hurt. They're just kind of resting their bodies. So, you family of 4, you go to the arena, you pay, all in parking tickets, food, close to $1,000, and you got, the star players are just not playing that night.
Yep. Right.
And then you've
no
got
warning.
A lot of tanking going on. So like with football.
What do you mean? Explain that.
Okay. So tanking, just basically the concept of we're going to suck so we get a better draft pick.
Lose on purpose.
So in football, if you tank, like you'll get killed. Like if you're just like, hey, I'm just going to go half-ass over the middle, like you will die.
Right.
Like you physically can't tank. If you don't try, you're going to get your ass kicked.
You're going to get hurt.
In baseball, you could definitely do it because you could just put in a pitcher who sucks and put in, players who are not as good and just lose a lot. Well, so in basketball is very easy to do that, right? Because you can just dribble down the court, huck up a shot, and then on the other end, not really play any defense.
Yep.
Right.
And so there's a lot of teams that have bought into the tanking concept. Like, okay, we're definitely not going to win this year. We're not competitive, so let's just go the opposite way. And then the competitive balance is just all out of whack. You got 10 or 12 teams that are really good, 10 or 12 teams that are literally trying to lose, and then there's another 10 teams in the middle that are kind of go either way.
So that reduces the quality overall of the play in the entire league.
Yep.
Correct. Actually, funny segue. One of the topics I threw out there was sports gambling. To start last NFL season, I thought, you know what? I'm going to just sign up for a little DraftKings and
Did you get
dabble.
Get your
Dabble.
5 wins, 500.
Right, you get $500 free, right?
Right,
exactly. I mean, it was a deal. It was like, I'm winning money just by signing up.
Right.
It's like, yeah,
They're giving money away.
that's how it works. It's like I'm richer by participating. So as I told my buddy, it's like, is it really gambling if you know what's going to happen? Right? So, that was my mindset. It was like, I've got a leg up on these people.
For you, it's an investment.
Have you seen Back to the Future Part 2?
Yes, that's my fantasy. The Biff.
Awesome. The Biff. Yes, the Biff.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
It's like sports almanac. Yes,
that's 100% what I would do.
Yeah,
go
man.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm dabbling in some football futures.
You're
so
making investments.
Yeah. It was like this team's going to win the playoffs or win the playoffs. Win the division. This team's going to go to the Super Bowl. That sort of thing. Whatever. At the end of the season, I was pretty much break even. Yeah. So I give it a rest for a couple months, and then basketball season is now in full swing. Well, basketball's like the sport.
It's
know
your jam.
It's my jam,
as the kids say.
NBA jam. Yeah. Basically, where I was going with this though is I'm learning all about this. So you can do in-game bets.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, if you put like $1,000 down, and then the game's not going the way you want it to go, well, you can put a $2,000 bet the opposite way. And
Oh.
and the spread is changing basket by basket.
Yep.
And it's
Right.
on your phone and it's being updated in real time.
Right.
So like I think back to like whatever pre-internet.
Right.
You had to go to the sports book in Vegas or whatever, somewhere in Nevada.
Whoever
right?
the guy was in
Or unless you got a guy, right?
Yeah,
Right.
guy.
But he's not
Or
like
what's the
Steve.
place in New York or New Jersey where it's also legal to bet?
Atlantic
Oh,
City.
Atlantic
City.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. But like I don't know. I was, 8 years old in the
Right.
80s or whatever. But
You were only betting $1 or
but
two
did
at that
they
time.
have in-game odds changing at light speed? Like, don't think they did.
No,
right?
not
So
nationally.
now, not only do they have that, but it's at your fingertips,
Yeah.
and it's literally connected to your bank
They're
account.
making
Right.
it easier for you.
It is. I'm like
Dangerous.
very like I've got to wonder how many millions, billions of dollars are they just siphoning
I
from
believe the
Oh yeah.
probably young.
phrase maybe trillions.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, to finish my story, I
how's
got
that
to
going?
I got to a point where I was up and I was feeling good about it, but about to. I mean, I had some very close calls, and then I went and got honest with my wife about it and deleted the app. And
Oh, that's
Good for
smart.
you.
so it ended up being a good
you.
ending to it. But it was my takeaway was like, I mean, it's just like to my point, just how dangerous.
Just
like I mean,
too
'cause-
easy.
And then you can also bet on like how many points and rebounds and steals and
Right.
All
like
the
per
prop-
quarter per.
The prop bets.
Yeah.
Called.
I mean, there's like thousands of bets within each individual game,
Oh,
and then they change
shit,
throughout
Billy.
it's insane. Yeah, good story.
I'm glad you're not the draft king anymore. You're more of the draft count.
I'm out. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Draft-
That's-
draft
Totally
page.
out. Yeah.
That's good.
That's one thing
It's,
I never got into was
Draft
gambling.
jester.
It's
Draft gesture.
it really does play on the brain.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like you win and you want more. You
Right.
lose and you're just furious. You're like, this is not. There's no
Not fair.
comfort. It's not like
Can't wait to do it
satisfying.
again.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like this is bad.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about Moneyball, it's one of the very few movies, and when I say few, like I can count on one hand,
Yeah.
where I can actually say, I really actually appreciated the book more than the movie
Oh.
because I don't read books. In high school, I would actually pick the books that I knew had movies. So it'd be like,
Oh.
hey, you have to write a book report, pick one of
Watch
these
the
books.
movie.
I'd be like, Lord of the Flies, bingo. Like that's the book I'm gonna read, and then I'd go rent the movie,
Right.
and then I'd write the book
Yep.
report.
Ed and I are old enough. You couldn't actually do that. The technology did not exist.
Bill Durham, also known as Bull Durham.
Bull Durham.
Bill.
We didn't like this movie.
I haven't seen it in 30 plus years.
Yep.
I will say
Not a
from
good
what I
movie.
do remember, it was more about sex than it was about baseball.
Yes.
That's right.
Go ahead.
A League of Their Own. Did you guys watch that?
We didn't.
We got
Yep.
near it. We went
Okay.
near it, and then we.
You didn't put it down on your list of movies that you had seen or we would talk about. Otherwise, we might have chosen it because we did have several. I mean, like I heard 5 or 6 people say League of Their Own, League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny because it shows up on the lists, and I was thinking back
Yeah.
to it. There's a lot of actors, actresses in that movie that don't act anymore, like Madonna.
Right. Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Gina Davis.
Gina
When's the last
Davis.
time you saw
Gina
her?
Davis
Exactly.
was great.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Gina Davis. But
Yes. Yeah.
I-
She was a great 80s actor.
She was.
And,
Yeah.
and then, but yeah,
That's-
League of Their Own is like feel good. It's a feel good movie.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
iconic
Yeah.
lines. One of the few lines from movies I remember.
Remember the Titans?
There's no
though?
crying in baseball.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Great line.
Thank you very much for being here today. For Fairly Harmless, I'm Andrew.
I'm James.
Billy.
And I'm still Fast Eddy. Once again, this has been Fairly Harmless. Missing the point on... Wait, what's the point? Support Fairly Harmless at www.buymeacoffee.com/Fairly Harmless. Our musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns, East Coast Funk. Their music is available for streaming and purchase on most media platforms. For Fairly Harmless, this has been your announcer, Fast Eddy. See you soon. FIFA suspends Balogun red card, can face Belgium.
That's good.
Sounds
That's
like
good news.
Sounds like a fix to me.